Here I am at my side yard in my front here. I have these cistus shrubs. They're one of the first shrubs I had real success with, but they ended up being a lot bigger than what the tag said. And these ones have just grown over 2 feet in the last couple of weeks after they flowered. So I think it's time to remove them. I removed some from my other area. I find that they take a lot of work to keep them looking, you know, fairly manicured. If you have them in kind of a wild setting, then go for it. One of the other things that I read recently, which was interesting, was that they only flower good for about 4 or 5 years, and mine are 5 years old. And these ones here hardly flowered, so there may be something in that. So this is the before. I actually started removing one I forgot to shoot. But like this one here, 4.5 feet tall, easily that wide. I got this one in the corner taken out. So we're going to reveal the trachys, uncover the Yucca rostrata, prevent the beautiful blue cerifera here from getting encroached upon. It's a real pain when you're trying to prune these shrubs and not hit this. So they're coming out. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done. If I'm going to bring in some other plants, kind of like right in the middle there, I am putting my pineapple broom. I have one that's going to kind of grow in between these trachys and that sable Birmingham. So as these trachys get, you know, these will get quite tall, and they're actually really looking great this year. They're finally starting to grow. And so the mid-level will be that pineapple broom. Just kind of come around the front here. So the pineapple broom will be going in this zone. So we'll have the trachys, which will be taller than the house. Then we'll have that nice kind of mid-level canopy of the silvery pineapple broom with the flowers. The Arbutus Unita compacta, which get to about 8 or 9 feet. The pineapple broom's going to get about 10 or 15. The trachys will get, you know, 25, 30. And then down here we'll have this Birmingham filling up this entire area here. But I have a feeling it's going to take many years for this thing in my climate, but that's the plan. We're going to remove these. I'm all about enjoying gardening and having fun, and for me at least, I don't really enjoy pruning and cleaning up. When I clean these and the other ones I had in front, it takes me about half a day, you know, 4 or 5 hours to do it all, and I have to do that a few times a year, and that's, to me, that's just not fun. It's a waste of my time. And yeah, so we're gonna see how it looks. I will show you after they're removed, or maybe in sections, and then we'll plant the new one, and then we'll decide if we're gonna bring in more plants later or not. 1 down, 4 to go. Here we are, number 2. The yucca's gonna be loving life, this nice rostrata here. Now that thing is gone, you can see he was actually growing sideways to get away from it. So maybe that will straighten him out a bit. You can actually see the trunks of the trachys. So 3 more to go. I don't know if those are the biggest ones or not, but I'll just kind of regrade this, try and clean it up, make it look good. And I mean, I see some opportunity right there, perhaps. But we'll see, maybe something small, very small in kind of that area. But trachys are actually looking pretty nice. But I can tell you, this soil is bone dry, pure sand. So after I regraded it all and put in the plants I was thinking of putting in, I'm gonna give everything a real good soaking. These guys could use the water. You can see I kind of welled up the mulch around them quite high early in the year when I couldn't really get back there, because I thought, well, when I water them, it'll really help to direct the water down. I'm gonna, you know, pull some of that mulch away, but still kind of keep that nice area for them so I can water them well, and it'll be a lot easier to water these guys. So that's great. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Look at this, it's looking pretty good actually. Better than even I was expecting. I really thought it was gonna look good, but I'm really digging it now. So I got 3 down. Gonna can really see the palms now that they actually look decent. Come around the front. So 2 more to go. But yeah, I think it's shaping up nicely, and I might have a couple spots. I do always have a reserve of plants in pots looking for homes, so maybe they'll go here. But look at that palm, it is really looking good. It's never looked that good. Even last year it didn't look anywhere near that good. So definitely now that I get access to them, I can water these things really well this summer, because the rains have kind of dried up. But it's a spiky wonderland right there. Continuing on, number 4 is out. It was just in that space between where the gravel is. Just kind of trimming the palms as I go. I got some yellow fronds down low. Kind of give you the overall. It's really getting a lot of depth now. Before it didn't look like the yard was that deep here by the garage, but now it really goes back quite a ways. Bit of a gap there, but there's a nice big yucca right there, Rostrata. That's going to fill in, be quite impressive. But I have that big space right behind this Birmingham, and that's, you know, now that I see it, I think that that's a good spot for that pineapple broom. Okay, here we are. Removed all of the cistus. From this angle, it looks amazing. I think it just looks so much better. We'll go around, see what you get from the street view. So depending on where you are, so there is a bit of a gap. We're going to be planting that broom. And then over in here, kind of between, you know, to the right of those trackies, because on the left they have plants. So that's kind of an area that looks like maybe might need something. But right now I'm gonna think on it. I'm gonna get that pineapple broom in and then water everything down pretty good, and I'll decide that later. Go take a look around, see what I have in pots. There is the pineapple broom, and I do have one more hardy citrus, another Thai tree or Thai try to put in, and I think I would throw them there. Why not? I don't have a spot for them, and I think that's decent. I think that'll look kind of cool there. So there's only one in here, and it kind of balances out with that yucca. We already got 3 strawberry bushes. The other one's right here. And here's another single. So I think that's gonna look good. This is definitely gonna pop with the silver against all the green and the very dark green of the Ceanothus. And there, that'll be a Thai try. That doesn't get too big. It'll get about the same size as these. And that's how we're gonna roll. I think I'm gonna do it. You can always move things, right? Especially when they're young. So we will finish the video with these guys in the ground and watered. Product. It's time to water them in. You can see the pineapple broom. A nice big spot. Strawberry tree's pretty big though. You know, and all of this I planted this year, so it's pretty spaced out. That should all fill in, but there's your final look. So that pineapple broom likes very lean soil, and I can tell you it is very lean soil. Behind that, it's kind of tough to see. Just to the right of that is that tiny little Thai tree or Thai try, however you want to pronounce it, which is a Ponce Iris trifoliate crossed. See, I've already forgotten. I gotta go look it up again. A type of sour citrus. So there you go. And hopefully this is the last thing I do up here this year, but I think it looks pretty good. Those palms are really looking good. Time to hit them with a good drink. My poor agave coming back though. I really love this angle. I just think it looks fantastic, and that's the angle that I see most. There you go, start to finish.